What's going on, everybody? I'm Jacob, you're watching PP Cuber, and I want you to have more fun cubing. Today I'm going to be talking about my traveling mains, so stick around after the break and I will tell you all about it. Welcome back. Alright, so today I'm going to be telling you about my traveling mains. These are the cubes that I consider to be my absolute necessities. These are the cubes that I have to have with me no matter where I go or how long I'm going to be gone. I mentioned it in some of my more recent videos, but I just moved to Japan about 2 months ago, which meant that I've basically been living out of a suitcase and a backpack. So I did not have room for my entire collection of cubes, unfortunately. So I'm going to tell you which cubes I brought with me. You can see them right behind me there, why I picked them, how they performed, and what I think about this whole concept of traveling mains, or, you know, your must-have cubes. So let's get started with 2x2. This is the Chi DS. This was a no-brainer for me because it's the only 2x2 I own. It's the first one I bought. It's performed well, and I love it. 2x2 is probably my second favorite event after 3x3, and I do speed solve quite a bit. This cube is always dependable. Once you lube it up, it performs great. I don't have to second guess anything. It responds well, and I love it. So it was a no-brainer to bring this guy, and I've since brought down my average by about a second, which for 2x2 for me, that's really impressive. So I love this cube. This is always going to be on me no matter where I go. I'm going to throw it in my backpack. Done. Chi DS. I love it. Okay, so 3x3, this is where I had the most trouble deciding which cube to bring. And not because I didn't know what my main was. This is the Volk 3, and this is absolutely my favorite 3x3 I own. I wouldn't hesitate to bring it with me anywhere. My hesitation in 3x3 was only bringing one cube, because I have quite a collection of 3x3s already, ranging from budget to intermediate to the Volk. It was really hard for me to leave my MF3RS behind, or my Thunderclaps. Man, but I did it. You know, I just brought the Volk. And this is a dependable cube. It's stable, it performs well, it's fast. I love it. This is a great cube. This is definitely my traveling main as well as my regular main. And overall, this being the only 3x3 I've had, it's been great. I haven't regretted that after I made the decision. So 4x4, this was probably the most surprising puzzle to me because this is the Kung Fu Kang Fang 4x4. And if you watched my unboxing or my review on it, I hated this puzzle at first. I honestly did. It didn't perform well. It locked, it popped, it didn't cube. Over the course of the last 2 months, I've spent a lot of time with it because it's my only 4x4, and I do honestly enjoy solving 4x4. I have managed to get this thing finally broken in and set up with a combination of tons of different lubes, and now it's amazing. This cube has gone from being my most hated cube to probably my favorite, to be honest. Even better than the Volk or the 2x2. And I think the reason for that is that I'm not a very good 4x4 solver, so I don't really speed solve. I just solve 4x4 and 5x5, which I'll talk about in a second, just for the fun of it. You know, I'm not speed solving. I just want to complete the puzzle and have an enjoyable time. And this puzzle doesn't get in the way of that. It performs well, it's responsive, it doesn't lock and pop very much anymore, and overall it's just a joy to solve. So I frequently reach for this cube when I'm not in a competitive mood and I just want to solve a puzzle. Alright, so the final cube in my traveling mains, my must-have cubes, is the Mofang Jiaoshi MF5. Now, if you've watched my unboxing of this video or my review, you know that I love this cube. I loved it out of the box. My favorite 5x5 I own. I think having a 5x5 is important though because, like I said, I like the bigger cubes when I'm not trying to speed solve. It's just fun to sit down and solve a cube. But also, you can solve this in different ways. You can break it up and kind of reduce it in an interesting 3x3 way. So now we have corners, and then these edge pieces right here are just single. So if you've ever broken a cube up like this and solved it, it kind of stretches your brain in a way, and it's really fun to turn a 5x5 into a 3x3 this way instead of the standard center then solving like you normally would a 5x5. But anyways, that's the other must-have cube. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for joining me as I talked about the cubes I own and almost break them. Let me know in the comments what your mains are, and especially what your traveling mains are. Like, what cubes would you have to bring with you if you were going to go on a desert island? I'm Jacob. You've been watching PP Cuber. Have more fun cubing. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.